Hello, beautiful beings of light. I wanted to do a current energy video today. I've really felt called to relay the energies globally and personally, what I've been experiencing and what I've been channeling. And this last week, for me, and I think for many of us, has been particularly challenging. And I feel like much of April is going to be kind of a trend of the same types of energies where in the video that I discussed dimensions and what a dimension was and what it meant for us to be moving from a third dimension to a fourth dimensional reality. I explained that we would be the energetic signature of our soul would be rising, and part of that process is a recalibration. And right now we are experiencing a recalibration of our energetic field. And practically, what that means is that the past is going to be stirred up. We are calling in our lost soul parts, the parts of us that became fragmented along the journey of our human story. And many times the ways in which we cope with that is to fragment off part of our energetic signature out of our awareness. So it's still a part of us on a subconscious level. We just don't have an awareness of it in our conscious minds. And much of that is being pulled up right now, kind of like a life review. So you may find yourself remembering, replaying moments from your past, from your childhood. They could be, painful moments. They could be pleasant moments. It's a review of your story up until this point and a reflection on the narrative that you have told yourself about that, the agreements that you made with yourself along the way. And this can be very, what's the word? Like all encompassing. And you may find yourself remember, everything's happening in the now. So if you're thinking about the past and you're reliving the past, it is the past. If you're worrying about a future that doesn't exist yet and you're envisioning that future, you're in the future. So all things are happening now. And it's kind of like a giant stick has, stirred up the pot, and everything from the bottom is rising to the surface. So all of the pain and the trauma and the things that we've carried with us and these agreements and the stories that we've told ourselves about this is coming up to the surface now for us to review and to transmute. It's not to judge, it's to review it and forgive it and have compassion for where we were in those past moments of our human story. And this can be very, for me, it's just been very intense. It's been very intense, and you feel as if you're living in a past moment, in the now moment. But ultimately, when you come to the other side of it, which is where I'm at now, when you come to the other side of it, you will have a greater compassion for yourself. You'll have greater compassion for others, and you'll have clarity as to the agreements that you've made with yourself, and you can choose whether or not you want to continue to believe those beliefs, to make those agreements, and to push play on the tapes that were running, or if you would like to honor them and archive them away, and archive them as a part of the human story in which you've played up until now, and a lesson that is learned, and gratitude, because without them you wouldn't be in the moment that you're in now. And ultimately, it's bringing you back to a place of wholeness, into a place where you truly can integrate and incorporate all of these aspects of yourself, and love them, because you're human, and you were made whole. And the human journey is difficult, and it's beautiful, and it's ugly, and it's painful, and it's joyful, and it's all things. And all of those things is what makes you who you are. So if you are going through a time of recalibration, if you find yourself having vivid recall of the past, if you find that situations in your life are coming up that you thought you had dealt with long ago, understand that you're on track, and this is an opportunity to decide what story you want to tell yourself, and how you want to move through the world in this now moment moving forward. So I hope that helps. Love, light, and blessings to you all. Bye.